Sign up to the SBR Network and use your free daily bet points to earn real-world prizes. Click on the page and start winning now. Hi, welcome to SBR Forum Videos. I'm Peter Loshak. We are previewing the 2014 Preakness Stakes right now with David Schwab, contributing horse racing writer for SBR Forum. We just got finished discussing the favorite, California Chrome. Now we're going to take a look at the rest of the field. David Schwab, thanks for being back with us.
Okay, good to be back, Peter.
All right, now we analyze this race. We agree that California Chrome should be a huge favorite here. You think his pricing, his valuation at -155 is a little bit appropriate. I actually think there might be a little bit of value there. But now let's take a look at some of the long shots, and it's kind of well known that in general, horses that win the Preakness tend to have run in the Kentucky Derby. Only Red Bullet in 2000, Bernardini in 2006, and Rachel Alexandra in 2009 have skipped the Kentucky Derby and won the Preakness. And one horse that I'm thinking about might have some value, if not necessarily to win, maybe in matchup props, might be Ride on Curlin, right? Curlin got a horrible trip in the Derby, still fought though, still finished decently, and now he's going to have a rider change, and I'm thinking that he might come back here and run a strong race in the Preakness. What do you think?
Yeah, this is definitely a horse that I've singled out in this race. One, because of what you just mentioned. It's pretty. Since 2000, there's only been 3 horses that have not run in the Derby and won the Preakness. So that's the one thing in his favor. He had a really good run in the Arkansas Derby, finishing second. So he's got some pedigree there as far as his ability. But and in comparison to the rest of the field, his current odds are I think favorable.
Yeah, I'm seeing about 8-1. That's what I'm seeing right now from OddsShark plus 800. The question is, against California Chrome, do you think that at 8-1 he has any value?
To win, no. I do.
Okay.
I just think that California Chrome is such a prohibitive favorite.
Yeah.
I like him in a second place, position, second or third, in a money position, second or third.
All right, and then looking over the rest of the field, there's a bunch of horses that look decent. There's a lot of speed in this race, and again, speed generally does not win the Preakness. It's usually a horse that stalks, which is exactly California Chrome's running style. There's Social Inclusion at about 6-1 that I'm seeing right now, which Social Inclusion is a speed horse. He also had a little bit of a foot issue earlier on. And then there's Bayern and also General A-Rod. Bayern's 10-1. General A-Rod 12-1. Both those are also speed horses. Are there any other long shots that you think are worth noting for any reason?
Yeah, I really like Dynamic Impact.
Mm-hmm.
He kind of was a late bloomer. He didn't took him a few races even just to get a win under his belt. And they were all, made kind of allowance races. And but he won the Illinois Derby. It was a Grade 3 Derby back in April. And for the same reason we talked about even in the Derby, and we talked a little about for this race, he does. He's not a front runner. He has raced well, stalking the pace. So he could fit in the mix. I like him as a possible show horse, maybe even a little mild upset as a second. I don't see him, obviously, with a major upset over California Chrome, but I have him in my mix as far as the top 3 for this race. So,
are there any long shots right now with any of these odds that you think actually might be worth a bet to upset California Chrome to win? I mean, maybe we're going to have to bet these horses, to place or show or in matchup props. Right now, we got Social Inclusion, second choice, 6-1. Ride on Curlin, 8-1. Dynamic Impact, 8-1. Bayern, 10-1. And General A-Rod, 12-1. You think any of those horses might be a decent bet to actually win and upset California Chrome?
I would go with, just on the theory of looking at the horses that have not run the Derby.
Mm-hmm.
General A-Rod did run in the Derby, and he didn't really run that well, but that's one thing in his favor. He's if you had to look for something, if I was going to reach a little bit for something, I just want to pull up a little bit on him. He's also one who likes to run in the lead, so that may work against him in this race. Mm-hmm. But he's got some other positives on his side. So I think if I had to take a look at maybe a little bit of longer odds, possibly Jim Lairod would be moving to that list.
All right, that's an overview of the long shots. Now let's move on to our third segment here, where we're just going to give our final picks and maybe recommend some bets.